more work on this painting. I know you'll probably get sick and tired of it. No, want to get this one done. Like I said, I'll start a new science fiction one. I need to get 3 out here in a very short period of time, but we can do it. We can do it. I already have some ideas what I want to do, so we'll get it. Drink water here. Blue out there. Yeah, it's like one problem with it being so warm. Acrylic paint dries quickly, so what I always suggest you do is to make sure you spray it down with a good mist of water and keep it wet. That's the best way to keep it from drying out. I mean, they have some other products on the market, but I find just water works. Adding detail. Hear my fans whirling away in the background. I'm wondering what that is. That's what that is. It's warm here. And I know we're closing in on September, and before you know it, we'll have our heat on. It's how fast it changes here sometimes. Yes, getting the stuff going here. Ah. Get a different brush here. That's what we got. And all these brushes piled up all over the place. That's a major project coming up to clean everything here. All these out of here. Toss things. I can do that right now. Right there. Boom. Just like that. people working on a backyard out there, if you're wondering what that noise is, too. Two. White, more yellow ochre, a little bit of yellow. Just adding light patterns that are coming through that roof. In fact, that's right. I remember this being quite well. Right now, we're going to do that. We're going to add some more yellow here. Trying to use up paint before I open a new one. Doesn't always work. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. White. It's a little too yellow. And work. This. This pattern is coming down too. It's coming from the roof. Add a little more white here. Clean up this last container of it. Pretty much uses this one up. Oh, good. I got a whole bunch of this. I like these angle brushes, and I realize I have another one here. Okay. If I don't get done with this one tomorrow, I will start a new one anyway, and then keep coming back to this one. Uh, I've got an idea for another science fiction, and since this show coming up is going to be primarily science fiction, I think yeah, I need to get at least 3 more done, if not more. It's always good to have some breathing space. I have some older ones, but I don't like recycling old ones. So yeah. Right smack in your way here. Okay. Um, kind of a round brush here. Round brush is starting to have it. Let's see what I got here. That will work. In here with the yellow again. Hey, Donna. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, looks like I have an upcoming show now. That bar on the east side, Sissy, October 15th, which is a Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. So hopefully we'll have live music and everything. Lauren's going to check out their setup and everything else, but they want science fiction. So guess what? I need to crank out some more science fiction. So yeah. Cool. I'll start putting out event announcement. I've got a 99% yes. It's just that he has to run it by his business partner, just making sure we're all hunky dory and everything. So I think there's a good chance of it, and I'll start getting that advertisements out. Kind of, I always like to put like a pre-one out, kind of out there, coming soon, and then we start getting more details. So yeah, it should be fun, but it's going to be science fiction, which always makes me a little nervous because that's really a niche, audience. But you never know. I've been managing to sell quite a few of them. It's actually called Sissy, Sissy. It's on Morrison, Southeast Morrison, right across the bridge. It's on, I think the cross street is like the 14th or 13th, right in that area. Okay. There's a bar called Crush that's right next door to it, and it's across the street from Nostrano. I'll get all that, in place, directions and all that type of stuff with an event announcement. So yeah, it'd be kind of cool if we could bring people into it. They have giant black walls that it's just like screens needing art, So I'm looking forward to this. Key is to really do it up, I really needed a second venue since I lost the local lounge. And so, aha, here we go. Like I said, I went out, I saw that they were a new bar, and I went out there to talk to them, and they set up a meeting, and we're off and running. So, looking like it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. We'll see what type of time I have. Yeah. That should be fun. Talk to Lauren. He thinks he has that date open, so that'd be good. I have to be up early tomorrow morning. I had to be up early this morning too. It's not so bad. I mean, you just get up and you do it. My body tends to always wake up before the alarm, so that's a good thing. I don't know about you, but I hate getting knocked out of bed by an alarm. Just about always when that thing goes off, you're in the middle of a dream and you're just groggy as heck. Or at least that's what happens for me. I know, isn't that crazy? And then after that, I have a vacation in the middle of that. I'm going to be in Washington D.C. 10 days, so knock that down to about 4 weeks. So, but I should be able to do it. I just got to put my nose to the grinder, and we'll get the grindstone. I already have. I just need 3, but I'd like to do a little more than that. And then I have the Scabble show starting in January, and that you really, it's hard to believe that when you start saying January is not that far away. It isn't. We'll get there. And I've been primarily always doing these live. That may have to change, or I might just do a marathon round a day or so. Yes, I do. Yeah, and that's going to be in the show. And I want to do another Portland themed science fiction, and I have an idea what I want to do. So I'll be. Yeah, so that one's going to be in it, and like I said, I've got another. Actually, like I said, if I don't finish this one tomorrow, I am going to start a new painting on Thursday. Empire is set aside. We've got to set aside Empire for about a couple months. And that's just way. And sometimes that's a good thing. It gives it a new, fresh eyes and everything else. But so that's what I'll be doing. But yeah, Empire gets set aside. It's just too big of a painting to actually have in the show. It's a pain in the rear end to move. Hey, Angie, how are you doing? Thank you. I was just telling Donna, I've got a second venue, is another bar is taking it, but they want primarily science fiction. So I need to crank out a few more science fictions to fill it out. So we're there. I've got tons of Portland and Lighthouse scenes, and that'll be for the Scandal show. But for this one, I need to crank out these science fiction. So we're going to get there. I'm a bar guy. I like showing in bars. Yeah, I think we could. I have an idea for another one. Goes along the War of the Worlds theme again. I've done a few of those, and they're fun. You know, I have some ideas. I really needed that second venue. I really did, and yeah, like I said, and that keeps me busy. I can't do much more than that. You know, I'll have people. Oh, you need to be in this cafe or that cafe. I said, no, I can only do so many. And the worst thing you could do to yourself is get yourself overwhelmed, and then you just are just doing nothing but like a factory trying to get the paintings out, and they end up looking like that was a factory that did them. You know? And I have made that mistake. Well, I have some older science fiction paintings, but they're thinner canvas, and I like to have everything kind of match, you know. So we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to make it. And one thing, as you know, I like to do some fairly simplistic uh, space scenes too. You know, you just add some planets and some kind of cool, you know, scenery there. Yeah, we'll make it. I'm quite confident we're going to make it. We'll do it. I know it. Bring your friends. The idea is it's a new bar. The bar's only been open for about a couple of months, so that'll be cool. Yeah, Merrick bought that one. Oh no, it's a new bar, Angie. And they have nice, great big black walls. And I had a meeting with them this last Sunday, and they've agreed to an art show. So I'll be their first art show they've had, and I'm working with a friend of mine to provide the live music. I always like to have music for my art openings. I know most artists don't do that, but I do. I think it should be an event, you know. And I know it cuts into my profits and all that type of stuff, but the idea of art is that you're supposed to be having fun too, you know. But yeah, it's going to be that's October 15th is going to be the new show. That's a Saturday here, and so that's going to be that's what we're doing. Everything's looking like a go right now. So probably work out even more details because the best thing, like in a bar, is that if they can buy through the bar itself, and I'll have to get more in details with them on that as we get closer. Yeah, they're definitely interested. That's what's so cool is that if they could buy through the bartender, it makes it so much easier. I don't have to be there while things are being sold. Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to. Yeah, I needed like I said, I needed that second venue. It's not like I rely for my living on art, but it's nice that it gives a little extra. I don't make a ton of money for sure. it's as Donna knows, the prices are not ridiculously high. Calling bar prices. Yeah, but I get a pretty good deal through Michaels. So, and I always remind people this is not a gallery, it's a bar, and the bar's taking a considerable less take. Galleries have gotten to the point they're just ridiculous on how much they'll take some places. I am going to try to have this done tomorrow. If I can't, like I said, I'll start a new one on Thursday. Thursdays on hold until this art show is all put together. Oh, we got this huge space station. trading post. That's how the best way to look at it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blend this out here. I don't. I know some people do, but I just don't. I don't varnish. I don't do any of that. I get that asked quite a bit too, but I have found that acrylic by itself is pretty durable. You know, that's my experience with acrylic. I had painted a mural in an old cabin that was my parents', and it would get to 50 below zero in that cabin in the wintertime, and it never cracked, and it held up for years. I don't know if that mural's still there because it's under new ownership, but um, yeah, I mean, it held up just fine. I suppose if I was in a situation where it was in like a bar permanently, might think about doing something like that. But I'll tell you one thing: I did try glazing one time. I did try a varnish, and I used a brush, which was a huge mistake, and it ruined the painting. It just out and out ruined the painting. It had all these paint strokes in there that just didn't come out. So I would recommend if somebody's wanting to varnish, make sure you have a spray on varnish. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, working on this roof. I want to get some light patterns down here in the little farm fields down here too. So we'll get going on that. Oh well, I don't do it. I just paint. I don't really necessarily have a. Yeah, I guess it depends on who you're talking. But glazing to me is actually using varnish. So yeah, and I have seen a technique where they mix the varnish with the paint and that form different layers. I have seen that technique, and that was actually quite cool to watch. And it kind of created a three-dimensional feel to it. I never went to art school. I had some art classes in high school, and that's about it. I seen this a whole new thing of was it liquid pouring paint? I think it's kind of cool, but it seems like you use an awful lot of paint for that. Yeah. Well, I always say what works for you, guess what? That's what you need to do. You can always learn, we all can learn new techniques and stuff like that, but if it's working, yeah, then that means it's working. Was that old? I was Warren Buffett's birthday yesterday, and I always like this one quote that he had. He says, "If it's working, stop." In other words, leave it alone. It's working. Always like that. Add a lot more detail to these things too. So we kind of got the sun filtering through all this. Got Mozart going through the head. So what I'm going to do now, change brushes again. All my constant changing the brushes. Yeah, I wish I could be down there, Merrick, but I'm going to be in Washington D.C. So a vacation that I have not had a vacation for a long time. Okay, come here, the blue. You can see my paint's getting sticky. This is so warm when I have my fans blasting away. Come up here. Well, that's really cool, Merrick. I think, yeah, hope it all goes well. I'm sure it will. big fat head out of the way here. I think we have a chance to finish it on tomorrow. Like I said, if not, I'm going to set it aside for a bit and probably do the Saturday thing or whatever, you know. Up at 4 again tomorrow. Ugh. Tell you, should be illegal. The birds are not even up now. Tell you what, the little lazy butts are all sleeping in on me. All right. Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, da-da-da-dum. Uh, I should come out with a CD or wherever it's now, digital recording of wonderful, beautiful songs made miserable by Mike Trapp. I guess I'll post a picture of this tomorrow. Uh, I find it's best that I kind of chill it when I have to get up so early, and so when I get home, that's when I'll take the picture when I get home tomorrow. I took my ex for a little walk. It was 99 degrees here, so I got cooked. Oh well, I've gotten used to the damn heat. Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm excited for you, Merrick, and I'm kind of excited for a new venue too. I'll probably be hitting up Lorenzo here for assistance. Has Mavis joined us, or is she just being a lazy butt? I haven't seen Leighton in a while. Well, a little more color to this big, massive ceiling they have here. They grow their own food. The food. You betcha. Thank you for joining us, Donna. Yeah, but yeah, keep that date in mind. October 15th, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Right there in Portland, Oregon. East side of the river. Sci-fi sissy. I don't know. I'll have to come up with a name. I hate to say it, but on that note, I'm going to have to kind of wrap it up here for, well, just a little bit more time. Just a little bit more time. Are you going to have like a recording of it, Merrick, so I could see it? Or is it going to be broadcasted live or anything? Like I said, I'm going to be in DC at that weekend, so. I haven't been to DC since 1995. I want to check out the museums. This will be the first long vacation I've had in years. And so I got this show right after it, so I got to make sure I got everything ready to go. Oh, I know she's quite up to date on that stuff. All right, people. On that note, I'm going to have to say goodnight to you. Good night, or in your case, Angie, good day. So, all righty. I'm going to try to get this done tomorrow. If not, like I said, I have an idea for another science fiction, but I've got to get these science fictions rolling off the factory floor here. So we're going to get there. But I think we have a doggone good chance of getting done with this one. So stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks to all those healthcare workers and all those people keeping this economy going, and hope for peace. I tell you what, people, it's scary times, but that's why we do art and we do the science fiction to get off this planet. All right, I'll be back on tomorrow, 8 p.m. right here in Oregon Pacific time. All right, take care. Bye-bye. And then you got dun, 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 dum, 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 robust.